Say alright, so first and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yoshai, Ba'ashem Kodash. We say that when we say apostles and elders agree with that rule well, our teachers are apostles in truth, and we say salutations, all the accommodates to the pushing truth and say Dean and the out, concerning season or season, we say Shalom. Once again, going into our video here, and is basically touching upon this video that was uploaded. As you can see, this was a rapper, right, that recently got killed. But the reason why he was killed was they said trouble was sleep in woman's bed when her boyfriend of 3 years busted in the door and started blasting. Right, so you're hearing all kind of different conflicted stories. Right, but one point that stuck with all the stories is that he was in a woman's bed and she boyfriend, right, came in, and argument broke out, and basically I think he jumped in, and the boyfriend, the woman boyfriend shot him, right? And nonetheless, when I saw this, I was like, at the end of the day, it's judgment. That is the Lord's judgment. You understand? Because he's sleeping with another man's wife. You understand? He's sleeping with another man's wife, and we know the law for that, put it into that, and we'll get into that. But nonetheless, through my spirit, when I saw this, I was like, and I was reading some of the comments, right? You could see this how wicked this generation is. This generation is, and you can see why the judgment of this place is gonna be heavy. You understand? There's a reason why this place gonna burn like an oven, and the wicked gonna be what, the stubble. They going to keep the fire ablaze, right? It's because, hey, this man he was shot for sleeping with another man's woman wife, right? And there are people defending him, there are people saying that the boyfriend was wrong and so forth. But at the end of the day, that is the Lord's judgment, and at the end, and according to the Lord's law, both of them would have to be put to death, right? So let's jump into our scripture here. Now, when you read some of the comments, as you can see, some people know to serve, never sleep in a woman's house. At the end of the day, don't sleep with a man's wife. You understand? So don't do that. Now we know it, a woman outside there that's lying and so forth, but it's you have to be circumspect and wise not to do that. And so before continuing, I'm going to bring on the script here. This is 2 Timothy chapter 3, outside from verse 1. Now, alright, so the train of thought now come to, from what some of the comments I was reading, is that the rapper used to boast about doing these things, about sleeping with men, wife, and so forth. He used to boast about that. No, rather it be true or not. Hey, at the end of the day, you could see why he received that judgment, right? So this is 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 1. It said this know also that in the last days perilous times shall come, for men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemous, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy. And this is in the last days, this is what you're seeing. Because some of the comments here, right? When you read some of the comments, read it. It said this is why you don't go to a woman's home. It could be a setup. And again, I'll bring some scripture showing that. We know you're not supposed to trust these women. You understand? Because these women are straight out demons. Right? Straight out. Wicked. They're wicked. Majority of these women in this day, they're wicked. Right? Now, as I mentioned that, let me bring a scripture here. What comes to my mind is the book of Surah. Right? The book of Ecclesiasticus. The book of Ecclesiasticus chapter 25, and I'll go straight down to verse I'll go straight down to verse 19. It say this is the book of Ecclesiasticus chapter 25 verse 19. It say all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Because any idea, she knows she have a man. I was reading some of the stories, and some of the stories were saying that that was the man who did the shooting was her ex and so forth. No, at the end of the day, she was still messing with the man. She was still messing with the man. She was still messing with the man till the man come inside the house and so forth. She was still messing with the man. You understand? What going on is that these rappers, they have money, they have nice stuff, so these women fall for that. So these women be sleeping with these men, knowing damn well they have husbands and so forth. You understand? So it says all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. It said, let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. Right? Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. So you see, all the wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Now, again, is this to show how the Lord's judgment is? It's that one die and one going straight to jail for life. According to the state of self-defense, because you hear all different sort of stories and so on, right? But this is show you the judgment that spreads, and the Lord's judgment, hey, hey, it say all his ways are judgment. You understand? All the Lord's ways are judgment. And judgment was set there. You understand? Judgment was set there because he's sleeping with what? Another man's wife. Right? It say verse 19 say all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. Right? It say It say, I'm going to go to verse 23. It say, a wicked woman abated the courage, make it an heavy countenance and a wounded heart. A woman that will not comfort her husband in distress, make it weak hands and feeble knees. Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. So it should show you, hey, don't play with these women. Don't play with these serpents outside there. These broads, don't play with them. It meant these men outside here, they just fall to the lust and keep on going with this woman, and it's a judgment set for you all. As someone said in the comment, one of the comments I was reading is that he used to boast about these things. Now he boasted no more. He boasted no more. Because judgment was set. Hey, these women outside here, straight out devils, yo. You don't know who you're dealing with. You don't know who you're rocking with. You don't know who you're talking to. You're straight out demons, and the scriptures tell us that. They say of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. Simple as that. That's what's going on here. One woman, one lost his life. Next one going to lose his life in jail. Simple as that. You know? And these men, these men, they're wicked as hell. Right? So going back to 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 2. It says, for men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy. It's lovers of their own self, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy. And this is what you're seeing in this generation. You understand? This is what is seen in this generation. Someone said this is a clear message. Hey, the messages have been outside there for years. Right? It say without verse 3, it say without natural affection, truth breakers, false accusers, incontent. It say fierce despisers of those that are good. Because he would be telling these people, hey, not to do these things, and they would despise that. So this judgment is set for for people like this. This is an example of the judgment that people are going to receive. Right? It say despisers of those that are good, traitors. It say traitors, he the high-minded, lovers of pleasure more than lovers of God. And that's the thing, they lovers of pleasures more than God. That is why they see, hey, you'll tell men like these, hey, not to do that. Don't want to sleep another man's wife. They don't want to hear that, because the pleasure beyond, serving the pleasure beyond serving the Lord. They don't want to hear that. So they have to receive judgment like this. Who do hear us feel? As the same way with majority of these people that was at Timothy in the time that we're coming into, all they go and feel. Because the judgment is set. Right? It says traitors, high-minded, lovers of pleasure more than lovers of God. Right? Because that is what it is. They love pleasure more than they love God. Right? They say having a form of godliness but denying the power thereof. For such turn away. It say for of this sort are they which crept into houses and led captive silly women laden with sins, led away with diverse lusts. Come on, and right there. This is the time that we're in. This wickedness. Hey, majority of the songs these days is men singing about these adulterous stuff. Women singing about these adulterous stuff. This is a wicked generation, a heavy, wicked generation, and judgment is set for them. Now, this is an example of the judgment that's coming majority of these people way. Right? And as you can see when you read the comments, they have accounts of men giving stories about women doing that. Now, hey, at the end of the day, where the Lord state what? Let me go to Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy chapter 22. Deuteronomy chapter 22. Deuteronomy chapter 22. I'll go to verse 22. It says, if a man be found lying with a woman married to an husband, then they shall both of them die, both the woman that lay with them, both the man that lay with the woman and the woman. So shall thou put away evil from Israel. So back in the days, the two of them would have been put to death, not just one, two of them. You understand? So yes, it's a judgment for these things. You ain't even supposed to feel sorry for these people. You understand? It said not even lift out a prayer, not even lift out a cry for them. Not even feel sorry for them. Because what? They love pleasure more than they love God. They follow pleasure more than they follow the Lord. You understand? This is just judgment that the Lord set for people like this. And he was just made an example, and the same way as the next one before. So my mark, I don't care who she is. Can be my wife. I'm not killing or fighting no one over a woman, because if she's messing with someone else, then obviously she isn't the one for me, which is just facts. But the end of the day, the laws, when it goes to the Lord laws, she and the person she's sleeping with was supposed to be put to death, right? Jump to the next scripture. This is Leviticus. In the laws, this is Leviticus chapter 20, right? Chapter 20, verse 10, right? It says, and the man that committed adultery with another man's wife, even he that committed adultery with his neighbor's wife, the adulterer and the adulteress, shall surely be put to death. So both of them were supposed to put to death. You understand? Two of them supposed to be put down. This person, Mark, I learned my lesson a long time ago about messing with girls who got a man. He even supposed to be messing with a woman that have a man. And that is where it go wrong, because all it does, again, all they follow pleasure more than all they follow the Lord. And again, it have things set for all, because the wages of sin is what? Death. And that is what waiting for all. All these wickedness you'll continue in. A wicked and adulterous generation. So that is what all the Lord speak about all it. Right? Right? That's what going on with all it. And judgment is set. Again, this is the judgment that is set from the Lord. The both of them supposed to be put to death. And they see what went on. So in this place, being an adulterer is a good thing. That is why this place really wicked. This place wicked. Being an adulterer, being an adulteress is a good thing. These people, they boast upon that. Not knowing it's a peril set for you all. You understand? It's a judgment set for you all. Right? This is let me just bring the scripture here, because I mentioned it before. This is Malachi chapter 4, verse 1. It says, for behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. So the day coming that this place will be burning like an oven. And yea, and all that do wickedly. He saw all these people, and even the 2/3. It say what? Wickedly shall be stubble. Or they're going to be the thing that keeping the fire blaze, keeping that oven burning. That is what they're going to be. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, said the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. You understand? So yeah, that thing's set for the wicked. You understand? So all these people that agreeing and giving stories about how they still sleeping with women and that have man and it is make the woman come by them and not go by the woman, all this like wickedness. And it have judgment set for you all. Right? So A, with that we give all praises, honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rekakodash. We say that we say apostles and elders agree most in the world, our teachers are apostles in the truth, and we say salutations for the accompaniment of truth and say din and the out. You know, constantly in season we say Shalom.